smoking crack with my buddy's mom while she's breastfeeding an infant, bragging to me about how she just got all of this crack cocaine on her welfare checks. Maybe you put fucking guns in your mouth every single day in a tent, homeless and broke in Onslow fucking Beach, North Carolina, Camp Lejeune. Maybe you did do that. Why am I making this video for you guys today? I will never forget that night when it all just came to an absolute climax. I was finishing up a normal night of drinking over at the local bar, living in an empty, way over luxurious style apartment with nothing in it. I had a couch that was given to me, I had a mattress that was given to me, some blankets, and a single ottoman, which I still have to this day. Had some guns, liquor, cups, but really nothing at all. The child's desk, like a 1920s school desk. I thought it was an adult size one when I went to go buy it, and then it was a little kid size one, so it basically just sat there like a coffee side table. And that was it. And as I was finishing up my last shots of Jameson and my last IPAs, a song called Beer by a band, Real Big Fish, came on over the speakers, and man, I was instantly just shot back. John and I snuck out of our homes, stole money out of our mom's purses, and somehow finagled a trip downtown to go see Real Big Fish perform at the House of Blues. I was so nervous about doing what we were doing. It was an incredible time. My best friend and I pulled off this insane mission in the dead of the night. Nobody knew about it. We ended up smoking too much and drinking too much somehow. The end of the night came and we were stranded. We had nowhere to go, no one to call, so we ended up having to call. His mommy came and picked us up, and man, she was pissed. Sweet woman. That best friend who a few years later ended up saving my life, leading by example and joining the Marine Corps. And subsequently, 1 year to the day, I joined myself and graduated. The same friend who I was able to help, I was not able to save, and he was suffering from the same demons there. And that Oxycontin, I know it's fentanyl nowadays, but back then it was Oxycontin, and man, I remember he gave me one of those. I didn't know what it was. We were just watching Spartacus, and basically he just said, take this, it'll feel good, and it did. But we woke up the next morning, and there was like a demon inside of my chest, and this is when I started to believe that drug addiction, depression, non-aligned behaviors are really demonic possessions, is because I felt a demon in me trying to take me over, wanting more of that shit. And luckily I didn't, but John did, and I wasn't around to see it progress the way that it did. And it just is what it is. But when that song Beer by Real Big Fish came on over the radio, it was shortly after he died. Man, I already felt so much survivor's guilt from the plane crash. And now this. I don't know what happened exactly afterwards, but from some point at the bar to in my apartment, there's more booze. I'm much more inebriated. I'm smashing what little I have in there, putting holes in the walls and the doors, and I don't remember doing it, but I'd taken my guns fully loaded and just was smashing them up against the ceramic wall. I don't even know what I was trying to accomplish. Maybe I wanted it to go off and hit me and be done. That was the same night that I fell asleep with my custom 30-30 lower action rifle in my mouth. Thumb on the trigger. Safety off. 1 pound of trigger pressure. I don't know why it didn't go off. Not saying it was divine intervention, although I do believe that it was in many instances for me. But what I do want to talk about today, guys, is those problems back then, which were very, very fucking severe. Like, I felt responsible for the death of another human being, a father of 2 people, because of my own stupid, irrational behavior. That's a lot to take on. And it's very easy to fucking just kill yourself. And we're talking about the loss of my best friend, my brother, who I could not literally help and rescue and save from the exact same demons that he rescued and saved me from. Plus so much more that we're not going to dive into. 2018 was a weird year for me. It was a very challenging growth year. And it almost didn't turn out that way. It almost turned into absolute self-destruction. And so why am I making this video for you guys today? One of our members recently just killed himself, shot himself in the head. Born in 2003. He wasn't even born when 9/11 happened. He's like 22, 24 years old. Man, I want you guys to think about 6 years ago. Let's just say 6 years ago. What problems that you had 6 years ago are still devastating your life here today? Have you ever thought about killing yourself at any point in your life? Everybody does. It's just conscious thought wandering, but our immediate survival mechanisms in our brain kick in and say, no, don't do that. That's a very bad idea. So usually we don't. But whenever you did think about it, even if it was just a glimpse, or maybe not a glimpse, maybe you put fucking guns in your mouth every single day for weeks on end, in a tent, homeless and broke in Onslow fucking Beach, North Carolina, Camp Lejeune, all by yourself. Maybe you did do that. Regardless, think about the problems you had then versus today. Think about the problems you had 6 years ago versus today. If I would have killed myself 5, 6, 7 years ago, I would be so pissed off at myself. Those are such insignificant problems now, and you know what? All it is a fucking challenge for you to grow and become the best version of yourself. That's all the challenge is. You can't control the external environment, but you can influence your immediate environment, and you can always influence what happens inside of you. That's all these challenges are, guys. It's an opportunity for you to fucking grow, or to temporarily fail and get set back. So what? If you are thinking about killing yourself, you're not gonna fucking call anybody. You're gonna be so insanely maniacal. If you actually are actively seeking somebody to call when you're in those moments, sure, hit me up. Shoot me a message. I do get up early. And I appreciate life and the desire to want to kill yourself. And how stupid it is. Because all that's happening is you're being presented a challenge to become the greatest version of you. That's it. Don't falter. When you're going through those challenges in life, guys, that's when you become very vulnerable because you're trying to grow, you're trying to shed the old skin, you're trying to break free from the previous shell of your identity. And when that happens, it's like a newborn reptile being born out of an egg. They're very vulnerable at first. And that's what allows so many demons to just immediately penetrate into your core, into your soul, and then cause you to think these fucked up thoughts, screw something up, like exacerbate the entire issue 100-fold, worse than it actually really is. It's not that big of a deal. It's just we make things a big deal. And then we're like, man, I should just fucking kill myself. You were so close to the growth, man. You're there. You are growing. It's not even close. You're there. It's just a matter of lasting through and having enough resilience of getting through the process, because it's not just an immediate thing. You have to set into the new level of vibration. You have to set into that mold, create your own pattern, your own circadian rhythm within this new version of you before you can really start to strengthen your spirit again, because in the meantime, you're just vulnerable because you're a newborn spirit. That doesn't mean you kill yourself, man. That is letting the devil win. That's letting the enemy win. And for my vet bros and sisters out there, like, what the fuck you doing, man? All you're doing is everything that they want you to do. Like, you took an oath to protect the country, but you're literally just like faltering on your own word. Nobody's word means anything anymore. You know, you become a sayer because you say things into existence. You do them. There's real power behind somebody's word. Think of the day back in with like knights, 1st century, 5th century, all that shit, medieval times. People's words meant something. And they don't anymore. So you don't fucking kill yourself. Because the problems that you have today are probably going to be petty bullshit in the future that you won't even remember. Discipline yourself. Create a routine, a habit. Ask for advice on this stuff. Maybe it's my fault because I don't talk about it enough. But I've come back from the depths of that fucking hell. And it happens by creating very small, minuscule changes in your daily life, in your routine, in your thought process, just a little tweak. One little simple thing. Wake up at this time. Drink a glass of water when you wake up. Go for a 20-minute walk when you wake up. That's how you build momentum. And that's how you create lasting change. Tether your emotions to it. I could talk about this stuff ad nauseum forever because it's what saved my life. And it's backed by science. And if you're going to kill yourself, at least do it over something worth dying for. So my thought was, when I woke up the next day with my buddy pulling the gun out of my mouth and my thumb's still literally on the fucking trigger, I thought to myself, you know what? If I'm going to kill myself, I'm just going to go to Iraq, Syria, fight with the Peshmerga, and do some badass hardcore shit. I'm going to go stop human trafficking and kill a bunch of traffickers and just get killed in the process. You might as well do something. It should be pretty fucking liberating for you to make a big positive impact in the world before you go. Do it in a great way. Send off the world in a positive energy. If you're really going to do it. My other thought was, maybe I'll try this neuroscience, quantum physics, meditation stuff that these people, these doctors are talking to me about. And I did. And it worked. And if it didn't work, I would have been overseas in a heartbeat. But it worked. And I'm here. And I just want to deliver that message to you. There's fucking ways out of the worst, of the worst, of the worst. I used to shoot up dope as a fucking kid. Heroin, needles in my arms. Smoking crack with my buddy's mom while she's breastfeeding an infant, bragging to me about how she just got all of this crack cocaine on her welfare checks. It's the first of the month. At 16. The fuck? I came back from the fucking depths of absolute isolation and despair when your community that you are embodied with, a Marine Raider, you fuck everything up. People die. Community disowns you. People don't talk to you anymore. You fucked up. You lose everything. Your best friend. I know for a fact that if there's a way to come back from that, there is a way to come back from everything. In my opinion, there's a few levels of pain that get a little bit deeper and greater than that, but man, there's a way out. And I'm living proof. And if you want help, I want to help you. I don't know what that looks like. Call me, text me, message me. The only way that I will know how to do that is to talk to you like I talk to myself. And I hope it helps. It comes from a place of love. It doesn't mean I'm just going to be a dick. It's very harsh and straightforward and matter of fact. That's how we need to be. It's a real scientific process, guys. And again, if you want help, I want to help you. I got a lot of love and respect for all you guys. Yeah, that's about it.